Hi guys, my name's Bearfoot and welcome to my channel. Now, today I'm going to be talking about what the does content is king actually mean?
I'm Bearfoot. Welcome to my channel where I'll show you how to make visibility effortless.
So this weekend I spent the weekend away with some of my business besties at an event, and certainly one of the topics there was around content, and I hear the term content is king more times than I care to count each and every week. Now, so I want to kind of dive in and investigate what the actual does content is king mean? Because seriously, right, when we're first starting out in business, you're like, so my simplistic translation of content is king very simply means that your content needs to be great. It needs to be really great. But the thing about that is each person, each business, each niche, that's going to look quite different for each individual. And what you have to learn how to do is you have to learn how to create really great content that you're comfortable with doing, that showcases you in the best light, but also that your audience are going to snap up, consume and love you for each and every drop that you spread across the internet. Content creation is something that comes really, really easy to me, but that's probably because I've been in business for myself for more than a decade, and I wouldn't even want to think about the countless pieces of content that I have dropped and sprinkled all across the internet. However, there are three things I really want you guys to take on board here. The first one is you don't have to follow what Tom, Dick or Harry are up to. This has to be something that is very unique to you and your business and your customers. So don't feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses. You've got to carry on doing what they're doing because it works for them. Because let me tell you, what I have learned in that decade is what works for someone else isn't necessarily going to work for you. So my second point on this is, like I say, do what works for you. Now, if you're one of these people that is absolutely petrified of getting your face in front of a video camera, then maybe doing video and live is not going to be your jam. However, if you absolutely adore writing, then write to your heart's content, because probably what's going to happen is if you do something that you don't feel comfortable with, and don't get me wrong, we do have to stretch ourselves in business as we progress. But if this is kind of new to you and you're at that point where you really need to, you know, start to expand your brand, expand your visibility, get out there a lot more and start to reach people in different areas, maybe you're tackling a different platform, whatever that might look like, you've got to do something that's super comfortable for you and that's going to showcase you in the best possible light. So if writing's your thing, then get busy with the old keyboard. But it means that you're not going to have that kind of overwhelm of, oh, I've got to do this. Do you know what I mean? That kind of, and it sits on your to-do list and it'll sit there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you're like, oh my God, it's Friday. I've now got to do that. You don't ever want to get to that point with your content creation that you just don't want to do it. So by doing something that A, showcases you, and B, you're really comfortable with, you're never going to get content overwhelm. And my last little cheeky piece of the puzzle here is you have got to learn to repurpose the pants out of everything you do. Because what you don't want to be doing is having to feel like you've got to create a zillion pieces of content each and every week to ensure that your visibility maintains at that maximum speed. So you have to learn to repurpose. That is probably the biggest thing that has helped me achieve the, I think we counted 62,000 is my global following now. That has probably been the number one thing that I've learned to do really, really well to help me grow my tribe. So if you're not repurposing your content, and let me tell you, right, when I first learned about this, I was like, but I can't just repurpose that, and I can't, you know, if I've sent that out in my newsletter, why would I want to put that on a blog? Why would I want to, if I've done a YouTube video, why would I want to get that transcribed and then used as social media posts? Let me tell you, if Oprah Winfrey can repurpose the same content in OM magazine 3 or 4 or 5 times, which she has done, just go back through and have a look. Hell, I can do it and so can you. So look, if content is the bane of your life, it's the one thing in your business you absolutely dread seeing on that to-do list. And honestly, I used to feel like this. I used to be like, oh, have I really got to write a blog? That was the exact face, exact tone, the whole thing. But if that's you, if you're like, I know I need to do more content, I don't know how, I'm running out of ideas, it takes me forever to do each and every week, what you need is my new content creation made easy. And I'm launching it in its beta form. It's out today, literally Valentine's Day. I'm helping you love your content, people. And the course is going to be run over the next 2 weeks. You've got some live stuff from me. There's a ton of step-by-step guides in there that's going to help you. This is the strategy that's going to stand the test of time. It's the one that's going to fire you up and make you super confident with everything that you're doing. It's on early bird until Sunday. Okay, it's on early bird till Sunday, and then the price goes up and we start on the 20th of Feb. If you want to jump aboard, if you want to learn every trick, strategy, thing, knowledge, whatever that I have used to grow exponentially over the last decade, this is the course that you guys need, and you can find the link below. As always, I completely appreciate you watching, loving it, liking it, subscribing, all of that good stuff. I'd love to know, how do you feel about content? Is it one of those things that you're like, oh, is it a pain? Do you love it? Because I now love my content. I love doing it. I can do it at the drop of the hat. I help my clients do it. I help them to simplify things. And it's just one of those things that have done a complete U-turn on. I've gone from really hating it to actually, I love content and I can put content out all the time. And it's the one thing that people kind of know me by. They're like, oh my God, you're everywhere. You're all over my feed. I am everywhere, but I don't do a load of work for it. So let me know, how do you feel about it? I'm here each and every week on a Wednesday, 8 PM, and I'll see you next week. But also, your end... and it's going to skyrocket you. Absolutely.